What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Kara K All Day. I'm your host, Kara K, and your favorite San Diego realtor. Today, we're talking about what next year might look like. I'm going to pull out my crystal ball to help guide you through whether or not next year might be a good idea for you to buy or sell real estate in the year 2023. Let's be honest, no one knows exactly what's to come, but I can do my best to give a projection based on where we're at and where we just were in the real estate market. In this video, I'm going to cover 5 topics worth discussing. Number 1, interest rates. Number 2, demand. Number 3, remote work increase. Number 4, median sales price. Number 5, new construction. Before getting into it, please subscribe to my channel. The button's right down below. It'll show me that you're interested in this kind of content and will encourage me to continue to make more. Thanks so much for doing that. Number 1, let's talk about interest rates. I'm making this video in December of 2022, where the average interest rate is hovering right around 6.3%, which is about double where it was last year at this same time in 2021. I understand it. The feds are trying to control inflation. This is one way to do it, and it's actually working. However, an increased interest rate literally prices some people out of the market entirely and creates lifelong tenants. This in itself creates less demand, but does it really? Surely everyone wants to become a homeowner. It's just a matter of if they're in a financial position to do so, which leads me to my next point. Number 2, demand. Now, keep in mind, I'm speaking on the market in San Diego because that's my area of expertise. We are supported by a huge military background, biotech and sciences, tourism and hospitality, education and health services, not to mention people just wanting to be a part of these 70 miles of beaches and the beautiful weather that we've got. All that being said, it's no surprise that San Diego has landed as one of the top locations that people want to end up in now that they've gone remote, which leads me to Number 3, remote work increase. COVID gave us the gift of proving that people thrive in a work from home environment, giving those people the gift of choosing pretty much anywhere they want to live. Some have gravitated towards areas that are more affordable than the places that they were in, which makes San Diego really appealing if you're coming from Los Angeles, San Francisco, New York, anywhere where the market was more expensive. You start to look at San Diego and everything that it has to offer, and it starts to look really appealing. We saw a huge influx of people coming in because of COVID once they realized they could work absolutely anywhere. Number 4, let's talk about the median sales price. When you see a headline that says sales are down to the lowest point in history, just know it's clickbait. What that means is the number of sales are at their lowest point in history, which coincides with the amount of inventory there is. If there's low inventory, there's going to be less deals being done, but that doesn't necessarily mean that prices are going down. We are still up 2% from last year, but our inventory is down about 50%. So it makes sense that sales are down. So we're comparing to the prices of this unheard of point in history. So for an adjustment to be happening, it's not shocking for these numbers to be down. It shouldn't be alarming. And when you see those headlines, think twice. Getting back to a 2% growth as a market year over year is actually a lot more healthy than the 30% or 18% we saw in the last 2 years consecutively. Now we're just in a more fair market where buyers and sellers get to play nice with each other. I think this is what everyone had been asking for when they were getting priced out of properties in the last 2 springs. All right, number 5, let's talk about new construction. Multifamily construction was at a 50-year high as of September, showing that there are plenty of buildings competing for renters. The more saturated a market is, the more prices can be driven down. In 2021, there were 7,646 homes built, and in 2022, there were 8,053. So not a crazy increase, pretty on par with what we were doing last year. So no reason to think that we've got this surplus of new homes. We're pretty much right where we need to be in terms of demand. There's, in my opinion, still more demand than there is supply. In conclusion, I think it's safe to say that San Diego is one of the top choices to invest in, regardless of rate hikes or a potential recession, due to the proven demand and the diverse economic background. If you think buying or selling is in your future, please don't hesitate to reach out to me to discuss whether or not it might be a good idea for you to move in 2023. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section below. To reach out to me directly, you can visit the description. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Kara Kay. I'm here all day, but for now, I've got to get back to work. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time, San Diego.